And that'll end up in the first cut, and just barely, too. And this is our third shot. And he's staring this one down, trying to save his par. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Oh, so close. And this putt to go one up for the match. All right, that drops on in there, and you will win the hole. Off to a great start here. You're one up after the first hole of this match. All right, second hole, par 4. Let's go. Okay, there you go. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure. This one's about 130 yards out. Here's our second shot on hole number 2. Nice stroke. We're on the green. This one's 20 feet out. This one's just breaking hard to the left. Oh, this has my attention. Continuing. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. And if he can sink this, that's going to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. And we're teeing up now on the third. Shake it off. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. And here's your second shot here on the third. He looks to be about 130 yards away. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. Oh my, almost in with the chip. You'll be 2 up on the match if you sink this putt. This one's going uphill and to the right. Ooh. Okay, he's got this left for par. And this one's, I think, going left to right. And he drops it. That was a pretty good little touch he put on that. Lining up a 6-foot putt here. And that hole will be halved. Okay, stepping on to the 4th hole, we got a par 3. Come on, ball. Hold on to the fairway for us. A little wayward on the approach. That's all right, though. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Going with the 9-iron. Setting up here, greenside rough. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. I think this is going to go right to left. Long putt for him. That's all I'll say. I think this one will go left to right. Oh, no, it's right by the hole. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. Looks like this one starts off straight enough, but then it should go to the right. Ooh, that's too bad. Gonna have to settle for the bogey, I guess. He's got 3 feet to go. Okay, let's tap this one on in and move on our way. And that hole will be halved. All right, take a look at this. We got a par 4 here on the 5th hole. Yeah, that'll play. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. This one's fairway bound. And here's his second shot. All right, this shot's around 130 yards from the pin. I think we're going left here. And unfortunately, you rolled that one right into the second cut of rough. Oh, that's gonna definitely work. Great putt in there from the fringe. Fantastic. And you two will be all square if they sink this. It looks like a right to left break. Not a bad result from that distance. Sinking this next putt will be for his par. And that putt will drop. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. All right, let's see what we can do here on the sixth hole. There we go. Nice swing on that one. That's a safe shot. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. And this one he's going to take a stab at for birdie. And this one's going a bit to the right. Ooh, he almost got that one to go. Okay, drop this and you'll go 2 up on your friend. Oh, too bad. Oh my, we're not even on the green anymore. This one's a 9-footer. It could be a good one. There we go. There's the bogey. And if he sinks this, the hole will be halved. Okay, he's got a gift, little gift from you there. You're letting him have that putt, and we're going to head to the next. Okay, here's the par 4 7th. Okay, this one just made it into the first cut of rough. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. And he'll wind up just barely into this first cut of rough. Okay, here's our second shot here on the 7th hole. Ooh, nice draw on this one. Well, that'll do for now. All right, he's coming out of the first cut of rough here. Well, this approach is leaning a bit to the right. And he's just managed to sneak that into the second cut here. Oh my, almost in there. And if you sink this, there's no way you can lose. You're going to take things dormy. This might move just a touch to the right. Oh, sliding by. And this is his putt to save par. Let's see what happens. He's got about a 3-footer here. All right, conceding another putt. Let's head on to the next. All right, if you sink this, you'll take the match dormy. Oh, there we go. It's going to take the hole. Well done. And you're 2 up after that hole. And the 8th hole is a par 3. Nice, pure swing. Great stuff. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. Going with the hybrid. All right, this is his second. Okay, you have this to win the match. Going downhill right to left here. Oh, oh man. And this is his putt for par. This one's breaking left to right. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. Still on track. Oh, and the putt doesn't drop. He's not going to like that. Okay, you have won the match. Congratulations. Walking away here. 3 up on your opponent. Fine work. Well, on behalf of myself and the team here at HB Studios, thank you very much for the round. We'll see you next time. Hello there. My name is John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this going. We have match play on the go today. Let's do this. I like that. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. And this will be his second shot. We've got about 110 yards to go here. Come on, bounce to the right for us. Best of luck on this one. We've got a lot of real estate to cover here. And this one looks like it's going downhill and to the right. Well, this one's looking good so far. Still looking good. Oh, and it doesn't go down. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. Ooh, it's still on track. Oh, and he gets it to drop. And lost that first hole, so you're one down moving forward. The 11th hole is a par 5. Well, he's hoping this one sticks to the fairway. Oh, barely into that first cut there. Couldn't hold on to the fairway. Okay, give this a smash. Would you look at the distance on this? And he's just in the first cut on this one. Second shot here on the 11th. That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it. Let's see if he can get up and down from this sand. We've got this putt to win the hole. This one's going hard to the right. Oh, almost. And the only thing left to do is sink this putt and get your par. He's got 4 feet to the cup from here. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And this one's a par 4 for the 12th. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. Well done. And from here, he's got 230 yards to the pin, or somewhere thereabouts. This one's heading left. Here's our second shot on the 12th. This one's drawing. Well, that is on the green. I'll give you points for that, I guess. Just you left yourself a very long putt. All right, this is his third shot. Oh, that almost went. Okay, and this is, I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. Way far away from the cup. Let's try to get this close. Setting up here with a extremely long putt. Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. All right, he's got it. He's also won the hole. And after that one, your friend is 2 up for the match. All right, over to number 13, and this one's a par 4. Okay, let's send it. This one should be in the fairway. And he's trying to get out of this deep rough. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, this one's coming out of the rough, and I don't know if it's going to make it. Okay, this one's around 170 yards out. Ooh, he almost drops it in there with the chip. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the right. All right, you did most of the work. Long putt for this guy. Let's see what happens. Looks like he's put it on a good line. This one's still on track. Oh, and he gets that to drop. And this one for par. And that hole will be halved. All right, we got a par 3 here on the 14th. Okay, let's see what you can do off of this tee. Nice swing. All right, 36-footer. Let's see what you do. Good putt from there. Not a lot left to do. And here he is setting up for this putt. If it drops, he goes 3 up. Starting this way outside to the right. Here we go. Par putt. Let's do it. Okay, your opponent's going to give us that short putt. So, yeah, we'll head to the next. Okay, if he sinks this, he'll have the hole. And that'll do. And that hole will be halved. And now the 15th hole. This one is a par 4. Oh my, splash. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. I thought you might do that. It was an excellent choice. Let's see if this one sticks the green. Look at this. Driving that green. Putting for eagle. I'm just proud of you. Okay, that almost went down. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. Well, this is a fun one. This is like got a couple turns in it, goes right and then it goes left. See what you can do. Getting closer to your friend's score after that one. That is a good thing. Okay, I have a good tee shot here now on the 16th. I think this is heading to the fairway. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. This one's about 175 to the pin. Nicely done, playing a little draw shot. Decent approach there. And here we go. This is his second shot. Might come up short here. "15 feet to go from here." I think this one's breaking just a touch to the left. Oh, come on. Come on, ball. And if he can drain this, it'll be for par. Here comes a 3-footer. Well, that hole's behind us. Let's move on. And that hole will be halved. And teeing up now on the 17th. Unfortunately, I think this is beach bound. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. And here's a look at their hybrid. Okay, and he stuck the green. Let's give him a point for that. But no points for proximity. This guy's way out there still. And if he sinks this next putt, he takes the match. This one seems to be tilting left to right. All right, let's sink this, grab the bogey, and get out of here. Oh, no. And this next putt to win the match. Okay, and after you've conceded that putt to your opponent, this match play event is over. Well, this one is over, and you couldn't pull out the win. Your friend will walk away 2 up over you at the end of this one. All right, I'm going to head on my way here. I had a lot of fun with you out there on the course. Thank you for playing. We'll see you again soon. Hello there, and it is lovely to see you today. My name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Guess what? It's time for the golfs. And today we're just taking a nibble at this course, playing the back nine. And let's get this thing going. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. And this one is around 180 yards to the pin. Going a bit left of the pin. Okay, he's setting up his second shot here. And this putt right here will put him at one up. I think this one's going left to right. Okay, you need this to go, this to save par. And a 5-foot putt for him. And all square after the first hole. Okay, teeing off now on the par 4 11th. Okay, let's smash this one out there. Oh, come on now. That's not what you deserve. Well, looking at an elevated green on the approach here. And from the rough, not sure you caught enough of the ball here. And from here, he's setting up around 155 yards out. And this putt's going to put him one up. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Here we go. Drop this and save that par. And if he drops this, he'll have the hole. Oh. And after that one, you are one up. And teeing it up now on the 12th. Nice little draw onto this one. Good shot. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go two up on your friend. And this one's going pretty hard right to left. And well done. You got most of the way there. And if this one goes, that'll be your par there. Oh, come on. And they'll take this all square if they can sink this. Okay, he's got that one to go, and that will win the hole. All square after that hole. And the 13th hole is a par 5. Ooh, look at this, catching the downslope. This could run out. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? Yeah, that'll work. And Let's see what he does here. He's got around 245 yards to go. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. And that's too bad. We didn't hold the fairway. We're just in that first cut of rough, though. This one's your third. Oh, man. Good chip. Nine feet to the cup. Oh, that was almost in. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. And for the par. All right, we don't even have to putt that one out. Your opponent's letting you have it. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And that hole's halved. All right, the par 4 14th is next. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Oh, effortlessly done. Nice swing. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. Is setting up in the green side rough. Ooh, this could be a little troublesome. Needs to hold on to that fairway. And if this goes, that's for triple bogey. Oh. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Okay, you're conceding that putt, and that means your opponent will win this hole. Okay, on to number 15. This one's a par 4. Well, let's see what you got. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, we've found your friend here in the deep rough. Let's see how he does. We've got about 235 from here. And the green tends to slope away from us where we want to land it, so be careful of the approach. The swing was a little off kilter. Okay, third shot. Okay, you've got this to win the hole. I think this one starts straight-ish and then goes a bit to the right. Good job, you're in there with a par. And after that hole, we're all square. Sixteenth hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens. Nicely struck. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Ooh, extra distance happening here off the downslope. Alrighty, second shot on the 16th. Taking driver off the fairway, are you? Well, might not like the results here. Okay, we're in the deep rough. Careful. I don't think you're going to make it here out of the rough. A little off on that approach, but that's okay. Oh, close there with the chip. Ooh, that chip almost went. And this putt's going to put him one up. All right, now that you've conceded that putt, we'll head to the next hole. Well, it's safe to say that things didn't go as planned on that one for you. Let's see what you can do on the next hole. And this one is the 17th, and we got a par 3 here. Oh, let's see what you can do on this one. This one's going left. And here's our second shot on the 17th. All right, if he sinks this next putt, then, well, he wins. Oh, my. All right, we need this to go. This to save par. And if he sinks this next putt, we're going dormy. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, 18th hole is before us. This one's a par 5. Okay, full sand. Let's go. Good one. Time for our second shot here on number 18. Okay, second shot for him on this one. And this one from the rough. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. And sorry to say, but if he sinks this, he wins the match. I think this one's going left to right. Ooh, almost. Setting up a 5-foot putt here. And I'm kind of hoping for him now. If he sinks this, he wins the match. And as that drops, he'll sign off with a par. And this match is over. You didn't pull out the win here today. Well, not going to hold that against you. Happens to the best of us. Okay, that will do it. Good stuff out there on the course. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon. Hi there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. This is going to get good. And we're starting our adventure on a par 5 first hole today. Let's start off with a fantastic drive and take it from there. All right, let's send it. Well, that won't do, will it? Okay, second shot here on the first. All right, into the fairway. Good amount of club you got on that one, too. Let's see what he'll do here. He's got about 225 to go. All right, this one's about 85 yards out. And with this approach, you got to be careful with that downslope around the pin. This one could get away from you. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. I think it's breaking to the left. And that's not a bad effort. And this putt is very, very long. Just do what you can. See if we can get this close maybe. An uphill putt. Moving right to left. Right by. 5-foot putt here. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. All right, he gets it to go, and that will win the hole. Okay, your opponent is 1 up after that one. Got a par 3 for the second hole. Five iron on display for this one. Have a good tee shot. Heading left. Okay, and from the sand. And now we will putt. Nicely played out of the sand. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. I think this one's going left to right. And here's your par putt. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Come on, get in there. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. And as he drops that one to the bottom, he has also won this hole. All right, your opponent is 2 up for the match. The third hole's a par 4. All right, let's send this ball away. Well, that won't work. And here's your second shot on the third. Okay, nicely out of the rough there. Now, let us set our sights on the green. Let's see what his second shot looks like. All right, let's drop her in the hole. This to save par. And if this next putt drops, he's going to go 3 up. Okay, unfortunately, we didn't win this hole. You had to give that putt to your opponent, which is fine. We're moving on. Okay, 4th hole, par 4. Here we go. Okay, let's see what you do here. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. All right, let's hope this stays in the fairway. That's not going to work, is it? Okay, second shot here on the 4th. This one's coming out of the rough. Might not have enough on it. And he's setting up now about 130 yards out. And if this next putt goes down, he's going to go to 4 up. Okay, we're speeding things up. You're not even going to make him putt that one out. Let's head to the next. And the 5th hole is a par 3. Let's go. And they've chosen a hybrid on this one. Well, looking forward to this hole. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard, too. Oh. And he's got a 12-foot putt in front of him here. This one's starting out to the right. Let's see if it'll turn. Okay, you need this to win the hole. This putt is a short one, but it moves to the left. Okay, after that one, your friend is 3 up on you. Hole number 6. Look at that thing fly, just screaming. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. This shot's about 80 yards out. Ooh, this one's drawing a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's going to do just nicely. And this is his birdie putt. I think this one's moving to the right. And as that one drops into the cup, that'll be a birdie on his scorecard. All right, you need this putt to drop if you want to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Teeing off now on the 7th. Well, that'll work for you. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. This one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway. And this shot's about 175 yards out. Seven iron on display here. And here's our second shot on the 7th. This one's heading a little bit to the left. Let's see how you do here. We have a very long putt ahead of us. And this one looks like it's going uphill and to the right. Oh, brutal. All right, this is it. If he sinks this, you're done. I think this one's breaking to the left. I think he's put it on a good line. Oh, continuing to look good. Oh, and he gets it to go. And as this match winds down, unfortunately, your opponent will take the victory at 4 up. All right, that's going to do it for me. And just want to thank you again for playing the game. And hopefully we see you soon. Hi there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. And hopefully you both have a decent round. I don't know who I'm going for just yet, but do play nice. Okay, have a good round. Well done. All right, she looks like she's ready to go. Let's see what she does off the tee here. And from about 120 yards out, let's see what she does. Setting up about 115 yards out. Oh, you hate to see it. All right, let's see what happens here. This next putt will put her at 1 up. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. And as she drops that one in there, now wins the hole. And unfortunately, you're 1 down after the first hole. All right, we got a par 5 here on the second hole. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there. Second shot here on hole number 2. Don't see that every day. I guess you're just going to take that driver off the fairway and be on your way. There you go. This is shaping up. Putting for eagle next. And she has a very long putt ahead of her. Let's see what happens. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Okay, not a bad effort from that distance. Here's a putt for 19 feet. It's breaking to the left, I think. Little too hard. And she's putting this next one for birdie. And 5 feet left to go. And that hole will be halved. And here we go. Third hole, par 5. Tee shot's looking decent. All right, load up. Let's let this go. Woo! Look at that thing go. Okay, about 225 to the pin from here. Let's see what happens here. This is her second. Now here's your eagle putt. What do you think? Yikes, that went right by. All right, let's see what happens. Next putt drops. She could go 2 up. Well, she's got this on a good line. Oh, and she just barely missed. And this is your look at birdie. All right, nicely holed. Let's move to the next. And that hole will be halved. And now for the par 3 fourth. They've gone with the 7-iron. All right, interested to see what you have in store for us here. Well done. That's a nice little approach shot there. And she has a heck of a putt to contend with here. This is quite long. And I think this one's breaking to the left. She's got a 10-footer to make here. All right, she's got that one to go, and that's going to be par. All right, sink this, and you'll take the hole. Oh, it goes down, and that will win you the hole. And after that hole, we're all square. Wind's blowing right in our face on this one. And this one's going to end up safe. That's what I like. That is what I like to see. All righty, let's see what she has in store for you here. Oh yeah, that's a gutsy play. And second shot here on the 5th. And this next putt will put her 1 up. Well, she looks like she has this on a good line. Oh, and it won't go, but she did well to get it there. And this one's just about 6 feet. Nice stroke on that one. That's your 4th birdie of the day. Okay, she needs this to have the hole. Okay, I see we're conceding that putt. Just a short one as well, so we'll head to the next. Now let's see what we can do here on the 6th. Well, let's hope this does not find the rough, but not sure yet. All right, almost. Well, flirted a little bit with the danger. You're in the fairway, though. All right, let's see what she does off the tee here. Here she is hitting out of the deep stuff. Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. Don't want to go too far on this one. The green slopes away from us around that pin. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. All right, we're lining this one up 19 feet away. Oh my goodness. All right, and if she sinks this next putt, she will go one up on you. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. And she did well to get that one to go. Well, let's regroup before the next tee. See what we can do then. Okay, we've got a par 4 ahead of us on the 7th. Oh, this one's in the fairway. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. Ooh, there's some power into that one. All right, this one's about 175 from the pin. This is an 8-iron. Second shot here on the 7th. And you've got this left for par on this one. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Looking pretty good. Good work out there. There's a par for you. She's got 9 feet to the cup. I think this one's breaking to the left. And she did a good job getting that one to go down. And that hole will be halved. And now I present you with the par 3 eighth. Here's their 7-iron. Okay, let's see what you got here. Oh, your approach is heading left. That's going to miss the green. Unfortunate. Okay, second shot here on the 8th hole. Oh my gosh, almost dunked it. All right, if she sinks this next putt, she wins the match. Okay, giving another putt over to your opponent. That's fine. Let's move on. This time, you didn't end up on top. Maybe next time, though. There is always next time. All right, that's just about it for me. Hopefully, we'll see you back here real soon. See you next time. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy. It is my great, distinct pleasure to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what happens today. I got good feelings. I'm going to leave it there. We're just playing the back nine of this one today, so we're going to keep it nice and quick. Okay, here we go. Let's have a nice round out there. Nice. That's some solid contact. And here he goes, coming out of the deep stuff on this one. Here's our second shot on the 10th. All right, nicely done. You're on the green with a long putt in your future. Okay, this is the putt he has. Glad it's not us. And he's swinging this out to the left. Oh, almost in there. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. This is a bit of an S turn here. It goes right, then it goes left. See if you can find a way to the cup. All right, this next putt for the par. He's got a 3-footer here. And after that one, we're all square here. All right, par 4 here on the 11th hole. All right, let her fly. Let's see it. Okay, second shot on the 11th. We'll have that. Okay, he needs this one to save par. I think this putt looks like it's going left to right. Oh, almost. And this putt drops, you can go one up. And now that your opponent has conceded that one, we can move to the next hole. And you're one up for the match after that one. And we're on the 12th hole of this one now. All right, you've ended up in the deep stuff. And let's see how he does on this hole. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. Ooh, naughty little kick to the left there. All right, second shot on the 12th. You'll be two up on the match if you sink this putt. Ah, no good. And this is for his bogey. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Okay, drop this and you'll go two up on your friend. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. And now this from 5 feet. And now you're left with this putt to have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Thirteenth hole coming up. Fairway has a downslope in the landing area, so keep that in mind. That isn't too good, is it? And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. Taking this one with the 9-iron. Looks like this one's going left. Setting this up with the ball below your feet, that's going to tend to make it go a little bit to the left. And you might not have enough club from the rough. All right, back in the fairway. Now let's get into that green. All right, third shot for him. He might end up in the rough on this one. Let's see. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. And as that drops to the bottom, you've won the hole. Great work. And after that hole, you are 2 up on your friend. Let's see what happens here. We got a long par 4 for this one. Oh, nice. Catching some extra yards on the downslope here. Let's see it run. Nicely done. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. And he's got this one kicking off the downslope. Should be on the green. We are about 140 yards out. And look what this fella has in front of him. He has an extremely long putt to deal with. Looks like he started this one out right. Still has a chance. Is it gonna go? Oh, it's going right by. Oh my, and he makes it. And you're gonna need to drop this if you want to save par. He's got 3 feet to go. And there we go. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Let's see what happens on the 15th hole of this course. Nice shot. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Okay, coming out of the second cut. Could be dicey. Let's see what he does. And he could have this sneak into the rough. Oh, unfortunate for him. He's wound up in the deep stuff. Okay, we're setting up here well above the green. We might need a bit less club. Look at you go. On the green and under regulation. Putting for eagle here. Good stuff. He's in the deep stuff here. He's buried in there. Let's see how he does. All right, he's got this for birdie. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Nothing wrong with that putt. All right, if you sink this, you can take this Dormy. Looks like this one starts off pretty straight and then goes to the right. Here we go on hole number 16. Great swing. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Not an amazing swing. All right, here's his second shot. All right, let's do this. Sink the putt, win the match. It's that easy. This one's going pretty hard left to right. And this is for his bogey. All right, if you sink this next putt, you're going to win the match. Let's go. Okay, and today you've managed to drop that par putt on in there on the final hole. Good job. And this one is over. You pulled out the win and kicked your opponent to the curb. Great job out there on the course. Well, that's just about it for me here today. Hopefully you had a decent amount of fun. Scratch that. Hopefully you had a whole lot of fun. I hope that for you. Thanks again. See you soon. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy. Ever so glad you could join me for this round of golf here on PGA Tour 2K25. Keeping it light today, just doing the front nine of this one. Let's get this going. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Oh, you caught that one. Jeez. This one could end in the rough. Second shot here on the first. This one might roll into the rough. All right, that one wound up in the deep stuff, unfortunately. This one's about 130 yards out. So good. He's got about 8 feet to the cup. And after the first hole, we're all square. All right, we got a par 5 here on the second hole. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. All right, let's let this one go. Let's get out of this. This is a little spinachy for my liking. After that little outing, we're back on the fairway. Good stuff. Okay, good luck on this one. It's a doozy. This one's going left to right pretty hard. Well, this one's on a line. Oh, come on. Yeah, from that distance, that's going to work. And this putt's going to put him one up. Okay, that one's in there. He's won this hole. And your friend is just one up after that hole. Okay, par 4 here on this third hole. Beauty of a swing there. This one's about 105 yards out. And that'll do. Grab your putter. And he's hitting out of the deep stuff here. And this fella has a long putt in his future. Let's see what he does. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Ooh, that was close. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. Bit long on that one. Okay, you've got this one for par. And nicely done on the putt there. That'll go. He's got about a 3-footer here. And that'll drop. And that hole will be halved. Okay, now we go to the fourth. We got a par 3. He has a chance of winding up in the rough here. Looking forward to see what you do here. Well, that's all right. We'll get on the green next time. And here's our second shot on the fourth. Oh, the chip just slides by. This next putt is a par putt for him. And this will halve the hole if you sink this. And that hole will be halved. All right, here we go. Par 4 on the 5th. Okay, let's send it. Nicely done. And from here, he's setting up with around 170 yards to the pin. And the approach heading to the left. Here's our second shot on this 5th hole. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that approach. And setting up his 3rd shot here. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Oh, yep, that'll work. That'll work nicely. Wouldn't that be nice to save par on this one? All right, let's head to the next. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. Okay, well putt. Now let's move on. All right, par 4 for us on the 6th hole. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. Okay, this one's around 90 yards out. Okay, second shot on the 6th. We got this putt to win the hole. Then we got a downhill putt that goes to the right. And here he goes, putting for par. Oh! Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. Boom, drops it in. Nice putt there. That wins you the hole. This match is all square after that hole. And teeing up now on the 7th. Well done. All right, let's see how he does. Looks like he's setting up here around 135 yards out. Okay, here's our second shot here on the 7th hole. Yeah, that's going to work for you. I'm liking that. Oh, hello. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. And boom, in there, and you will win the hole. And after that one, you are one up in the match. Okay, 8th hole coming up. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. They're going with the 5-iron here. Second shot here on hole number 8. And if they sink this putt, we'll be back to all square. Oh. Okay, 4 feet to go. If he sinks this, he's got par. And that hole will be halved. Teeing this one up on hole number 9. This one could end up in the rough. Not sure, though. Oh, well, that's no good. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. Looks like this one's in the fairway. Here's our second shot on the 9th. Approach shot worked out just fine. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Maybe a little too strong on this. All right, here's a 22-footer. Oh, bad break. Okay, we'll be all square if they should sink this. I think this one will go left to right. Okay, here we go. This is the final playoff hole of this match. You got to win here. If you tie still, we're going to give the win to whoever's closest to the pin off the tee. And here's a look at their 5-iron. All right, we are last to hit in this playoff hole. Let's go. Drop it close. Okay, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage out of the gate. You're not closest to the pin, so we're going to have to win this one on score alone. Oh! And this is his look at the potential playoff winning putt. And with that, he will take the win here in this playoff hole.
Good game.
Well, you almost got him. You almost got him, didn't you? Well, that's going to do it for me. I enjoyed my time with you, especially the excitement of the playoff hole. Always great to follow a playoff. Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I am pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Spoiler alert, golf is about to happen right now. And today we have some match play action for everybody. Hopefully it's a good little contest out there. Let's go. Hopefully you have a good round. That'll do nicely. And this shot is clocking in around 105 yards from the pin. Really well judged approach there. Let's see how this shapes up. This is his third shot. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. Ouch, right by the hole. And this one's for your par. And if you drop, let's go to the next hole, see what we can do there. And nothing big to report after that first hole. We're all square. And the 11th is a par 4. All right, let's launch this into the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. Okay, there we go. This one's about 120 yards out. Here's our second shot on hole number 11. Come on, sit for us. Ooh, as it turns out, you're just going to end up on the green, so that's a good turn of events, I'd say. This one's around 26 feet away. Looks like a right to left break. Not a bad result from that distance. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Ooh. And you've got this left over for par. Okay, if he sinks this, that will have the hole. Okay, we'll concede another putt here today and move on. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And now we head over to the par 3/12. Oh, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. I'm okay with that. And here's a 13-footer. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. It's getting there. Oh, yeah, that was fantastic. Okay, he's setting up for birdie here. Let's see what happens. And that hole will be halved. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 4. Let's go. Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway. All right, give this a rip. This thing's going for days. Look at this thing go. And from here, he's looking at around 195 yards to the pin. And setting up now with an elevated green to deal with. Yep, that's going to do just nicely. And I think he's trying to reconcile things here. He's got a long putt to deal with. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Yeah, looks like he's put it on a good line here. It's still on track. Oh, and he makes it. And if this putt drops, the hole will be halved. This one's breaking just a touch left to right. Oh my, that's too bad. And that hole we can just forget about. And now the par 4, 14th. Looking good off the tee. Okay, give this a smash. Not sure where this one's going to end up. Could be rough. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. Maybe a member's bounce to the left. That's safe. And he sets up around 140 yards out. And to him I say good luck, because this is an insanely long putt for a fella to make. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. And from there, not a bad result. Okay, you need this to win the hole. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Oh. Just 3 feet left. Okay, we're moving. We're moving to the next. Okay, he needs this to have the hole. All right, he can pick that up. We can go to the next hole. And that hole's halved. And now the 15th. This one's a par 4. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. That's too bad. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. Well, it's going right by the hole. And this one from 25 feet. Almost. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. And it goes down, and that gives you the hole. And after that hole, we're all square in this match. Good luck here on the 16th. That'll do. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. And here's our second shot on the 16th. Ooh, look at you. Putting for eagle here. Oh, right, but just missed the hole. And this putt to go one up for the match. And if he sinks this, it'll be for birdie. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Oof. Okay, this putt to go one up on your friend. That was nice. Back-to-back birdies. And after that hole, you are one up on your friend. All right, best of luck here on number 17. Well, looks like you're a bit off on that approach. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. This was leaning to the right. And let's see what happens. This is his second. Oh, look at this. Is he going to get it to drop? All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. Ooh, Ooh, nice little chip on that one. This one's just a 4-foot putt. All right, we're heading to the next hole after your opponent conceded that putt. He could save his par right here. Let's see what happens. Okay, giving another putt to your opponent. Let's move on. And that hole will be halved. We got a big par 5 ahead of us here. You managed to get a good swing on that. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Second shot on the 18th. That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it. All right, that'll hang on to the fairway for him. And from the green side bunker. Oh, man. Wanted that chip to go. And it's going to be all square if they sink this putt. There's still a tie at the end of this hole. Whoever's closest to the pin off the tee will take the match. Okay, let's see what he does off the tee, and then we'll just put our tee shot right inside of his. This one's going to get sandy. Okay, last to hit, you got to, at least you know where you got to get inside of off the tee. So let's do that and proceed to win the playoff. All right, great tee shot. You're closest to the pin, and that can only help. All right, let's see how he deals with this beach. Looks like he's put it on a good line. Ooh, and he won't be able to make it drop. All right, you've got this putt to win in a playoff. And it goes down. Well done to you, and way to win this one in the playoff. All right, that will do it for me. I am pleased with your performance. I'm glad you were able to pull out the win on this playoff hole, and I mean, you had the match the whole way. Let's be serious. Great work. We'll see you next time.